Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. It was right around the time that I was saying that that I was going to sign off until the Odyssey was coming out, so timing was a little funny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for coming back, and if it's your first time here, my name is Bill. Every Sunday we watch ships sail out of Port Everglades. We just watched the Allure of the Seas, the Carnival... words I'm having trouble with right now. The Holland American New Amsterdam. And I think that's all we saw. Conquest, thank you. Sail out. And now we're getting what I think personally is a treat. Something different. We don't get to see this very often. We're going to watch the Seabourn Oddysey sail out. If you see the moving stacks just ahead of us, she's actually backing out into the turning basin right now. Seabourn used to be called Yachts of Seabourn. I don't think they use that tagline anymore, but they're very small ships. They're an ultra-luxury line. Very different cruising experience than the mass market and premium cruises that we usually talk about in terms of Celebrity, RCL, Carnival, Princess, Disney, etc. So it'll just be neat to see something different and very, very small in comparison. Yeah, Gerald, I don't know what happened there. The app locked up, and but glad to hear it's better now. It is like a lifeboat or a tender for the Allure. Allure is gone, Michael Poole. Sorry, we watched her sail out. And I can't even see way off there on the horizon. The dot you see is the Conquest, and past that is the Allure. What was I saying about South Beach? That South Beach, just during peak times, depending on the day you're talking about and stuff like that, it can be a little bit, it can be rather busy. So when we get closer, we'll talk about that, just so that you guys don't get surprised with like, oh, and then we wanted to go to this place for dinner, and they said, you know, like, you're not a celebrity, and you're not going to spend $7,000, so it's going to be 4 hours. But yes, it is a very easy place to walk around. That's, as much as it's a pain for me to get there, once you're there, it's very easy to walk around. You have a lot of options, and it's very pretty. So that is the Seabourn Oddysey. I am probably far more excited than everyone else is about this. Nope. So here's the deal. You'll see two other ships there right now, guys. You see the Celebrity Silhouette and the Navigator of the Seas. Here's the problem. The Silhouette was supposed to sail out a little while ago, but she's delayed, loading a lot of provisions and I think waiting on some additional passengers because she's repositioning 14 nights to Southampton. And so the issue with her running so late is that the Navigator of the Seas can't pass in the ICW and get out until the Silhouette moves. It's going to make the Navigator very late, and the Navigator has a high-speed itinerary. So they don't want to make the Navigator late. However, there's still over 100 pallets sitting out that they've got to load onto the Silhouette, so it's not as if they can just pull the Silhouette out real quick, let the Navigator pass, and then, you know, go somewhere else. So the captains were working out if maybe the Silhouette can go to where the Allure was over at 18, but again, all those pallets, so not sure what's going to happen there. For that reason, the last ship we'll probably scope today will be the Seabourn Oddysey that is ahead of us. Yeah, it sucks for a Navigator. I mean, you know, they're usually able, like a plane, they're able to make up a lot of time, but you know, it costs more in fuel, and passengers want to get going, especially while it's still daylight. And sometimes it can make them late to the port. Not sure where their first call is. But an interesting logistics issue that I don't know if it would have been possible for them to put the Silhouette further back, but I know the Navigator's always at that other berth. Labadee. Beats your beach. I have not sailed out of Tampa, actually. Excuse me. I'd like to do the Brilliance out of Tampa sometime, but I've not sailed out of Tampa. I'm here at Port Everglades every week, almost always on Sundays, occasionally on Saturdays, and maybe one day, unless I'm on a cruise, in which case maybe I'll scope from the cruise. But please do follow at Monorail Medic on Periscope and Twitter. Also, a lot of time we talk about Royal Caribbean blog.com here, because a lot of fans of Matt's site, so make sure you check out RoyalCaribbeanblog.com as well as at the RCL blog on Twitter and Periscope. Gerald, you know, I've been to Tampa. I've never sailed out of Tampa. I've been to Tampa. I believe you. You are probably right that there is an aquarium, but I never even knew that it was there. Not far from Tampa, you have the Dali Museum. That's I've heard awesome things about that. There's a guy at Port Canaveral and DCL about to sail away. I will probably check out other scopes after we are done scoping here. I like to just scan through different port areas on the map section and watch. Navigator's first up is Grand Cayman on this one. Can't believe you got that wrong. Thank you for thank you for checking. So Navigator, it's a question of whether or not they're going to make it to Grand Cayman on time, depending on what's going on with the Silhouette. Yeah, I mean, the issue is not only obviously does it take a lot of work to drop the lines and then to rebirth, but that's also going to stop their loading process. And any passengers that get there are going to arrive and say, "Where's my ship?" And they're going to say, "Oh, well, it's over there. It's hanging out in the water." You know, but there is a chance. Again, the captains were discussing what to do, and probably getting operations involved with RCI, and they may very well end up doing something like that, depending on how long they really think it's going to take. Oh, Kuwait. I don't think I've had any viewers from Kuwait before. So yeah, that may end up being what they do, Drew. It is just an amazing day. Actually, this whole weekend, we're in Orlando earlier today and yesterday, hanging out at the parks, and also went to the RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com meet. Got to meet a few of you in person, and that was just fantastic weather. Yeah, the view of sailing under the bridge always looks awesome. Got to watch Nick. No, who was just doing that recently? No, it wasn't Nick. It was Michael Poole, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Michael Poole that did the back-to-back out of Tampa. I got to watch that a couple times. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com at Monorail Medic, or just go to cruisehabit.com. And there's a link to both those on cruisehabit.com. Sorry, just talking to some people hanging out at the beach that were asking Larissa a couple questions. Hey there, D-Kings 20. You love cruising, we love cruising. That's why every single week we talk about it, we watch Matt talk about cruising every single day on Periscope at the RCL blog. It's addictive. There's according to Cruise Line Industry Association, 90% of people that take one cruise will take another. I would say there's no drug, there's nothing that has that type of repeat rate, other than maybe breathing. I guess breathing has a pretty solid repeat rate. So ahead, for those who have just joined the last couple minutes, your name is Chris and you're a cruiseaholic. I've played that game before. Ahead is the Seabourn Oddysey, which, like I said earlier, for those who were here, ultra-luxury line. Used to be called Yachts of Seabourn because they were very small, very personalized experience. Kind of cool that we get to watch one sail out today. Old cruising antiques. I would love to have some older stuff from ocean liners, from some of the White Star liners, Cunard liners. I mean, I have a couple things from the QE2 from when I sailed her a number of times. But some much older stuff. I would love to have some memorabilia. Kathy, 2 years. I hope you're making plans so that you don't have to do that again. Have I tried Oceania? I've sailed on Oceania twice. Twice. It's on the regatta. Just this past May for a 12, I think it was a 12 night, San Francisco to Vancouver, Alaska sailing. And then I did the marina for the Med a couple years ago. Big fan of Oceania. Loved it. Best food that you're going to find anywhere. Fantastic, very friendly service. The ships, they are beautiful. The decor and the layout, plenty of space for every passenger. The Riviera and the Marina have easily the nicest bathrooms on any cruise ship that you'll ever see, hands down. I know that sounds odd, but look it up and you'll see. Totally understand what I mean. Just a great experience in every way. Have to take at least one a year. Absolutely. You just book it ahead of time, you know, so as far out as possible, and then it's already done, and you're not going to back out, right? Can you hear the horn on the Odyssey? What a quiet horn on the Odyssey. It's awesome. Want to get closer? No problem. I love talking about any cruise line, but especially the ones I'm really passionate about, like Oceania. Navigator is here today, Brandon. Navigator is not able to leave until the Silhouette leaves, and the Silhouette's delayed quite a bit, so they're trying to figure out what to do there. Road trips are right, but I mean, cruises. Cunard, love Cunard. Cunard is just so different, man. Nothing like Cunard sailings. So here is the Seabourn Oddysey. I only have one phone with me today and no other camera. If somebody wants to screenshot whenever there's a good shot, I would really appreciate that. Strange ship, she's not big, but I would love to sail on the Seabourn, on any Seabourn vessel. Lines like Seabourn offer an experience that is like nothing that you can possibly imagine. Line it out. Thank you. Saw that. Someday, yeah, man, that would be... Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. And everyone, oh man, all sorts of them going off now. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. So as you saw, a slightly smaller vessel than all of the others that we ever see. That is Seabourn. Seabourn used to be called Yachts of Seabourn. They're actually owned by Carnival Corporation, but a lot, as is Holland America, as is Princess, as is Fathom. Bar 03, was that on the Pride of America? Or was that something different? Is there a crab over there? There's a crab in front of me. Seabourn is a very small ultra-luxury line. You guys want to say hi to a crab? Time here is what, around 5 o'clock probably? Not looking at a clock. I do not have crabs. The Rock has crabs. I don't even know him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. That's a different friend. The one a few weeks ago was much larger. Thank you very much, Kathy. Larissa, I think actually enjoys, while we both really enjoy Oceania. Larissa, I think, holds greater value on entertainment and activities than I do. And generally speaking, the luxury lines and ultra luxury lines don't give you the same type of entertainment and activities. A lot of lectures and things like that, which we both really enjoy. But I think I'm probably the bigger snob in that regard. So, with that, I think we're going to sign off, because I have a feeling from the chatter that I heard that it could be a while before the Silhouette and the Navigator are moving. Again, Silhouette is running way behind, Navigator's stuck behind it. The captains both understand the situation. They're both frustrated. Nobody's fault, things happen. But so if while I'm leaving something changes, then I'll run out here. But I think I'm going to be taking off. I really appreciate everyone joining me today and every week. Again, follow @MonorailMedic on Twitter and Periscope. We come out here every weekend, usually on Sundays. When we sail out in February on the Navigator, I believe that's Port of Miami, if I'm not mistaken. So who knows? Not sure. I don't even know. Excuse me. I don't even know what time she's scheduled to sail. But I'm perfectly okay with leaving late. As long as I'm on the ship, I don't care what time we leave. So anyway, thank you guys. Make sure you follow @MonorailMedic, Periscope, and Twitter. Also, follow @the RCL blog. Matt from Royal Caribbean Blog runs a great site, and he, as long as bars are open, absolutely. And he Periscopes daily, where you can talk about cruising, ask questions, especially about Royal Caribbean, but it's a good source of information about cruising in general. Really appreciate everyone watching. Look forward to watching some of your scopes in the coming weeks. Like Kathy did, send me a message on Twitter or Facebook or Semaphore. In fact, send me a tweet telling me if you know what Semaphore is. Unless you're in the Navy, then you're disqualified. So looking forward to seeing some of your periscopes very soon, and looking forward to, who knows, maybe in another month or so, periscoping from another cruise, because it's been like 2 months, and a month and a half, and that's too long. Thanks, everyone. Have a magical day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.